Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a sneak peek at some high resolution images of the brand new Survivor Pass, which is going to be called Survivor Pass Taego, aka codenamed Tiger. Now, before I go over each of the images for the Survivor Pass, I want to show you two different lore videos that PUBG has recently released, because they do kind of feed into the theme of what's going to be happening on the new Taego map that comes to live servers on the 7th of July, 15th for console, and June 30th on the test servers for PC. All right, so if we hop over here to YouTube, we can go to PUBG's channel, and they have Mysteries Unknown, Birth of a Battlegrounds. Now, this is basically part 2 of PUBG's like lore universe video. They did another one about a year and a half ago, and it's about 17 minutes long, but it's a cool kind of short story into the lore and origination of the battleground. So they kind of go into detail about who this the Russian guy was. The Russian is the guy who kind of created the actual battlegrounds. They go into detail about how the first Gulag tape was started. The Gulag tape is what led to the creation of the battlegrounds. So all this cool like lore, behind the scenes, character development, that kind of stuff. If you're interested in that sort of thing to kind of get a better feel for PUBG, I highly recommend to go watch this. I'll link it in the description below, and you can go check that out at your leisure. The other video is more recent, and it's called Ground Zero, and this is kind of specifically diving into the lore of Taego. And Ground Zero's short story is based on the main character, who's played by Don Lee. The character's name is Mr. Ma, I think that's how it's pronounced, like it's just M-A. And anyway, he's some badass mercenary who escapes prison, and the whole idea of the video is that he was trying to be assassinated in prison, and it was supposed to be videotaped. That tape was called the Gulag tape, and that was the first Gulag tape ever in the PUBG universe. And so from that tape, the Russian sold that, got a bunch of money for it, and realized, oh, there's a market for people wanting to see this type of content. So he then started to develop the battlegrounds, where he got all these people, you know, whether it's inmates or whatever, to basically fight to the death, and they filmed it, and that's how they create the battlegrounds. It's very, very akin to what's it called? Hunger Games. God, I could draw on a blank there. It's very akin to Hunger Games, how there's like cameras everywhere in the battlegrounds. So like in Erangel and Miramar, etc., there's cameras that the PUBG talking heads are controlling, and then they're videotaping all this stuff. And that's how, where they talked about, remember the Sandhawk 4, the ones who escaped Sandhawk, so that they were like escaping the battleground. So it's just a really, really cool lore behind the scenes and all that stuff. So again, if that interests you, I'll link it below. You can watch that. And the actual video is not this long. This is a live stream they did, and it basically ran it on repeat. And if you watched it for like 7 minutes, you got entered into a free drop event where you got a free t-shirt. So that's all that was. You can watch the whole event. I think it's like 7 minutes. Yeah, about 7 minutes. And if this isn't good enough quality for you, you can go to Don Lee's Instagram, and he actually has the full thing on his Instagram. So feel free to go check it out there. It's at MADONGSEOK _ on Instagram. All right, now with that out the way, let's go back to the Survivor Pass. So the Survivor Pass is going to be out on July 7th for PC, July 15th for console. It's going to consist of, I think, 70 levels. So they have one of the emblems here says Taego Pass emblem level 50, Taego Pass emblem level 70. There will be, of course, 2 versions of it. The free version, which will be limited to some of the skins, some of the basic stuff. Then the premium Survivor Pass is going to have all the nicer skins and the nicer weapon skins and the G-Coin that you earn throughout the levels. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first, this is just like a little teaser image showing the actual characters themselves in the game. So this is Mr. Ma here. And there's some cool information I'll tell you about each of the characters when we get to that section. But here they're showing the new Mark 12 556 DMR. She's also got the Mark 12 556 DMR, and I believe this character is holding a Car 98, and then the butt of this gun is the new K2 556 AR. You see this cool little poster back here? We'll touch more on that later, but that little poster is about the superheroes of the 80s. All right, here we go. So We've got Survivor Pass. Can I make this bigger without blocking? There we go. How about that? Maybe you guys get a full-size picture of it and my face isn't blocking it. This is just the emblem, you know, for the Survivor Pass, Taego, and you have the free version and the premium version, okay? There's going to be an emote dance, a group emote dance. So we don't know what the dance looks like, but that'll for sure be in there in the Survivor Pass, which actually I don't think there's other Survivor Passes that have allowed you to earn a group emote dance, right? I think you used to have to pay for every one of them. So that would be kind of cool if you can earn that in the levels, because I'm a big fan of the group emotes. They're fun. All right, here's our first weapon skin, and it is a Vector, and it's part of the what's going to be called the Power Ranger theme skins. But what the Power Ranger theme skins are actually about is back in the 80s, this is what the superheroes of the era actually look like. And the developers of PUBG grew up with those superhero style outfits and themes, and that's where they drew the inspiration from onto this season's kind of lore and skins and whatnot. So I thought that was pretty cool how they're, you know, drawing inspiration from their younger years. And this skin's, you know, pretty cool. I know I got a few fans that love pink in general, so this is going to strike a chord with them. Miss D, I'm looking at you. It says Player Unknown's Battlegrounds here. Then it says Protection. And then I believe it just says Power there. So pretty cool. Here is the new QBZ. Now, I love the little detail on the front. This, for me, I'm a big car guy. And so this kind of gives me like reminiscent vibes of having your modified exhaust with the tips of the exhaust being burnt titanium. So I love the look of that. I think it's super clean and super subtle. Just gives it a little bit extra pop here. Of course, the iron sight, and then here you can even see the railing has some pretty cool details, power and protection again. So I'm digging this one. Here's just one of the new character skins you can get with some neck chain tattoos. This is going to be the hairstyle and skin style of the Russian, and I'll have more details to share with you on that, some kind of lore details, so you can actually dress up as some of these characters in the upcoming update. Their details getting pretty darn good, huh? Golly. Here's Mr. Ma here. Now, what's really cool about this character is if you choose to wear his costume, his outfit, it's actually going to make your character larger in game. So what's not been told yet is if the in-game model is going to have a larger hitbox. That would be kind of weird if it does. I think that would be a first for PUBG, because usually big outfits are actually kind of a way to cheese hitboxes, because like the big bear outfit in PUBG as an example, that's the recent one. There's parts of the bear's head that you can shoot that the player doesn't take any damage, because the hitbox is still just the size of the player's head, even though the bear's head's like this big. This is the sailor mask here, black sailor mask. This is the legs, sailor legs skirt, polka legs, marine legs, the jean skirt. Looks to be just a leather jacket. I think that might be what the Russian wears, or the quilted jacket. Level 2 helmet. Now this one here, it says pillar head. We haven't been told anything about PUBG adding the pillar guards to Taego. For those who don't remember, the temporary seasonal map Haven, that was the nighttime city map, had brand new AI called the pillar guards. They were at all those different compounds that you could break into, kill them, and get the level 3 gear and the loot and all that kind of stuff. This says a pillar head, which could mean it's just a reference to the military faction pillars, or there could actually be pillar guards in this new map that we haven't been told yet. Same thing here, another skinned version. Here is a hat for the driver for the taxi. It actually says best driver here. Pretty cool. Here's a captain's hat, or the instructor for the military. Got the level 3 helmet emblem there. Here's one of the Power Rangers. It's called a Biker A head helmet. Biker A helmet 17. Here's the sailor's hand gloves, little heart-shaped cutout. Here is the G36 for Taego. Now this is definitely more like subdued and military-esque of a skin compared to most of the other ones we've seen so far. And this one actually has a pretty cool little thing here. It says Cal 556, so 556 caliber, made in Pachinki. Now it's ironic because we're on Taego, and obviously there's no Pachinki in Taego, but I thought that was pretty cool they put that there, made in Pachinki. Now, one interesting point that this does bring up, the fact that this skin is part of that Taego weapon survivor pass has me thinking, most of the time when they add a new weapon, then they make it map specific, they take out another 5.56 weapon. So far we've already seen the QBZ that has a skin for the Taego map. We have the G36, and in the video that I showed you guys in yesterday's video, they had an M4. So those are what, all three of the 5.56 weapons, the fully automatic AR weapons. Is this going to be one of the first maps with all of them available, or is the K2 assault rifle going to replace the SCAR on this map? Because I was thinking it'd be really cool if this was the first time we got a chance to get all of the guns on one map to kind of experience how that is. Moving on, we got some new hairstyles here. F hair. F's in the chat, boys, please. F face. Sailor's feet and long stockings or socks, whatever. With some boots. What does it say? Kill them all. Here are some of our Power Ranger boots. Different color Power Ranger boots. This is Don's sneakers. Don's sneakers. Says armor something. This is bro 1 feet. All right. Here we go. Here's the taxi. This is probably my favorite Dacia skin ever created. This is awesome. I used to love playing that game. What's it called? Crazy Taxi in the arcades growing up. This just gives me those kind of vibes. So this is pretty cool. You'll be able to have a full-on taxi skin, and you can actually have the taxi costume, taxi driver costume as well. So technically, you could drive around and kind of troll as a taxi driver in PUBG, as long as they don't report you for teaming or something, you know? Here's a body sailor upper, so a little upper outfit there. Here's the full Power Ranger body 1 or body 2 outfit, rather. It's got the Captain, was it Captain Planet little circle thing there. And then this is Ranger 1, same deal. Here we have the Ranger t-shirt, little whistle. The Sunshine 116. Is that like a gospel verse? Another t-shirt. It's a Sandhawk shirt. Here's Don's prison uniform. So you can choose to wear his prison uniform, or you can get his like mercenary uniform. This is the taxi driver shirt. Here's Don's full outfit. Level 3 backpack. Says damage. Level 2 backpack. Pretty cool looking. Like pretty basic, minimalistic, you know. Here's just an emblem showing that you're going to be able to earn G-Coin, which is, for those who don't remember, when you buy a Survivor Pass, you're able to earn G-Coin back for completing the Survivor Pass. So you actually get money back for completing all the levels successfully. BP boost coupons, more G-Coin, the 7-day skin coupon. I'm not even going to talk about that. The contraband coupons, for those that don't know what this is all about, go watch my contraband YouTube video where I explain how to get the barrel skin and all that kind of good stuff. But you're going to be able to get some contraband coupons in this pass. This means just 1. This means 10 of them. You need 10 to open every box. Aha. All right. Now here we have the Russian. This guy right here is the head behind all of Battlegrounds. He is the person who created and developed the idea of the Battlegrounds. All right, and I'll read you a little excerpt here from PUBG. This man, Sergey Kalimnik, and he is one of the main characters that leads the story of the PUBG universe. If you have not heard of him, he has appeared in many of PUBG's stories and cinematics revealed in the past. Being a survivor of the terrible massacre in his childhood, we wanted to design him to have a cold, brutal, and dangerous look rather than designing him as a businessman. With the upcoming release of Taego, PUBG Universe's short film Ground Zero, which I talked about in the beginning of this video, that film covers the story on the birth of the Battlegrounds through the Gulag tape, which Sergey uses as a foundation to create the world of the Battle Royale that is well known to us as the Battlegrounds. Pretty cool. All right, now there's no cool lore to give for this one. This is one of the sailor skins that you can get in pieces or the whole suit. But it does show the level 2 backpack, the full outfit, a standard level 3 helmet, and the Mark 12 DMR and the K2 5.56 AR. Pretty cool. Now here's the man of the hour, Mr. Ma Don Lee himself. Now here again, he's sporting the Mark 12 with an 8X, the level 3 helmet. Now some of the lore and background of Mr. Ma is going to be in that short film Ground Zero that we covered in the beginning of this video again. but he is the survivor of the Hosen prison incident, which is covered in the Gulag tapes that was used as a reference to build the battlegrounds. Now, for this reason, they gave us two different outfits. They gave us his mercenary outfit, which we see here, and they gave us his prisoner outfit that I showed you earlier, that kind of blue jumpsuit. What's really interesting with this character is they say if you decide to play as Mr. Ma within the battlegrounds, your character's size may be buffed like the character in real life. And you can see this guy's got some freaking joked up arms on him, you know? So I wonder if you play as this character, again, if your hitbox will be any bigger than a normal hitbox. That'll be some fun testing that I'll do in a future video for you guys. Another one of the skin outfits here, again, sporting the Car 98 with an 8X and the Mark 12 on the back of her shoulder there. Level 2 helmet, one of the new jackets, the Sandhawk shirt, you know, the boots, all that kind of stuff, or the skirt rather, all that. And here is the here's the super. I know this is gonna get so much hate, like just because a lot of people think it's probably very Fortnite-ish, but it's funny because like this is what the devs apparently grew up with. This is what they enjoyed doing in the 80s. This was their Marvel superhero, you know, so kind of just keep that in the context of your mind. So I think these outfits are pretty funny. They're cool. What's also kind of neat to get is you see this background stuff going on here. In the background, this is actually a set on the part of the map called the studio. So if you actually go to Taego and you go to the studio location, you're going to be here, which is like where they used to film a lot of these destructible environments. So that's probably going to be a pretty fun place to explore. Maybe even some cool things will happen if you're dressed up in this outfit and you go there. Maybe. Okay, and that wraps it up for all of our skins on the brand new Survivor Pass. Again, coming with 12.2, July 7th for PC, July 15th for console. We'll have our first look at actual in-game play on June 30th when it comes to test servers for PC. If you guys did enjoy the video, as always, make sure to leave it a thumbs up, share it with a buddy, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. The support from everyone has been overwhelming for the past couple of weeks. We've been really doing some great things on this channel and look forward to doing many, many, many more. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Take care. Peace.